Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. So a lot of you have been asking me if I could make videos or instructional videos on how I record the drums, how I tune them, how I process the drums, what mics I use. So I just thought I'm going to maybe start doing it at the end of videos. After I play, I'll talk about certain aspects in the videos that I did to get a certain sound. Sometimes it could be how I tune the drums or a choice of drums. Could be sometimes a tutorial on the sticking that I'm using, or a technique that I'm using, or mic placement, processing, whatever. So let me know if you guys want more of this at the end of the videos, because I think there's a lot of different people on this channel, different subscribers. Some really just want to hear me playing, some want to play along with me, some are not even drummers, and there's a lot of you guys who want instructional stuff. So I think in this way the people who like the playing part could just watch the playing and then not watch me explaining stuff, or the opposite, or if you guys like both, you could watch the whole thing. It's up to you guys. So you guys just let me know how you guys feel about that, if you want more of this or not, and I'd be happy to do it. So in this video, what I want to talk about is how I got that kind of bigger drum sound in a small room, because my room here is pretty small. It's maybe around 13 by 9. With maybe 10-foot ceilings. That actually kind of helps, the 10-foot ceilings, but it's still a very small room to record drums with and to get a big sound in. So how I do this is by using two mics that I use, as one as a room mic and the other one is a kind of effect mic, but it also I use it also to sometimes lengthen the sound or simulate a bigger room. So I'm just going to let you guys hear what these mics are, and I'll show you guys what they are after. Okay, so I have one of these mics is a Cascade Fathead, which is a ribbon mic, and this mic I have way out in the living room. So when I record, I leave my door open in this room, and that mic is capturing the kit from really far away, and the living room is a bigger room, so it really is getting a bigger reverberant sound. And the second mic I'm using is called a Huer. It's a really old tape recorder mic, a very cheap mic. It's really lo-fi and really crunchy sounding, but it's great for adding crunch and tone to the drums, and also some length, so it kind of could simulate a bigger room. So first I'm going to let you guys hear the Cascade Fathead, which is all the way in the living room. So this is that mic on its own, what it sounds like. Okay. And now I'll let you guys hear what this Huer tape recorder mic sounds like. So here is the Huer tape recorder mic. And I know it's weird I have it taped to a Kleenex box. It's just because I wanted to point down towards the floor, and I didn't have any more mic stands. And the mic is going into a passive DI, and then the DI goes into the preamps. And as you can see where it's placed, there's the bass drum and there is the mic. And this picks up really great the kick and snare. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys this where the drums are. This is the door of my room, that's the kitchen. I'll show you where the other mic is. And the other mic is right there, right in the doorway of between the kitchen and the living room. So the front part of the mic is pointing in the kitchen, and the back to the living room. It's a figure 8 mic, so it's catching two different sounds. the sound from the kitchen, and the back end of the mic is catching the sound of the living room. So those are the two room mics that I use to really make the drum sound bigger. Now I'll just let you hear what the drums sound like in the room without these two mics. So it's just the overhead and all the close mics. Okay, so that's a lot drier than those two mics, and it is pretty dry in here, but I did add some compression on that, so it does kind of lengthen the sound a bit, so it's even drier than that in here. So now I'm just going to play the two room mics together by themselves. Okay, so then the next thing I did to make it sound even bigger and wider is I panned these two mics. So I panned the Cascade Fathead to the left side and the Huer tape recorder mic to the right side. And just by panning this is going to make it sound bigger. But on top of that, because these are two very different, they're two totally different mics and different processing, so two totally different sounds, it makes it sound even bigger. It gives the whole thing more of a 3D depth. It's just like when you add delay, let's say on the left side, and then you add a different delay on the right side. It gives the impression of something sounding even wider and bigger. So now I'm just going to play these mics. Right now they're panned in the center, and I'm going to pan them left and right, and you'll hear how much bigger and wider the sound gets. And now here are all the mics together. So you don't need fancy gear to do this. That Huer tape recorder mic is about $10 or $15. You could find them online. And the Cascade Fathead mic, I bought it for maybe $180. But you can find them for even cheaper. And then the effects that I'm just using really a stock compressor from Logic. And for the saturation, I'm using a Trash plugin by Isotope. It's not an expensive plugin either. So you could really just use stock plugins that you have in your DAW for all of this stuff. The really important thing is this, using your ears. That's the most important thing for you to get a great drum sound and to get different sounds from your kit that you hear. Trust your ears. Trust yourself, and just by you doing it and trying to get those sounds, you're going to be getting better and better every time you do it, and you'll discover things. And another great thing to do is learn how to use your plugins or your outboard gear, whatever it is that you have. Sometimes I'll take just one plugin and I'll just use that plugin for the whole mix, just to get to know what it does and what it's capable of. So get to know your stuff, and with just one plugin you could do so much. So I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.